Alright everybody, what the heck is up? We have got a highlight match here between MaxPax, the young Danish wunderkind. He is an AI who has still not showed his face, representing Storm in the bottom left. And he's going up against Trap. Now this is a PvP, so some of you might roll your eyes, but oh, hold on. Don't close the video. Don't close the video. People told me this is an amazing series. Apparently Trap rated it as one of his best series, or one of his best maps ever. And apparently it's very exciting. So I won't reveal any more because they were not huge spoilers, but just one or two things which might give something away. I haven't seen the game myself, but this is part of their best of 3 match in the Team Liquid Star League. Now, I'm not casting the whole series because it is a best of 3, at least 2 games, could be 3. We've just taken this one map because it is meant to be an absolute banger. And that's the whole idea behind the show that we run on my Twitch stream on the weekend. We do best games of this week in StarCraft. It's where people come into the stream and say, oh, is this live? And I go, the games that has been specially picked because they're the best games? And they go, yes. Is it live? And I go, yeah. I looked into my fucking crystal ball and I saw into the future and saw it was going to be the best game. Then we just decided to cast it and cross our fucking fingers. And they go, okay, that's good to know. Hey, some people are saying that this was already played in TSL, so is this actually live? Of course it's not live! I know, I've been told. The community, they've said, Pig, this is one of the best games, go cast it. And I've said, okay, that's cool. Sorry. Oh. I'm so angry, I'm choking on my own throat, my own spit. Apparently getting asked the same question 4,000 times on Twitch from people who don't read the stream title apparently triggers you at some point. Apparently? No, not really. I actually don't even mind. It's really nice. The community has been pretty good with letting people know what's up with this show, but it's been really cool personally because I feel like there's so many series that go on every week in StarCraft. There's so many games, and there's a lot of games that are interesting and fun and skill. But let's be real. If you're not a hardcore fan, you want to see things that are different, unique, special, or especially action-packed. And that's exactly what this game is meant to be. As we see both players going for the 1-gate expand. It's been almost exactly mirrored, but MaxPax is up a probe. And, get this, well, he's not building probes though. But Trap goes for the full wall off into the shield battery, off just one zealot, whereas we see the early stalker. So MaxPax delays his expansion. He leaves a hole in his wall. So he's going to do the zealot stalker pressure. But he wants to come back, clean up that probe first and foremost. And that probe actually is going to waste a bit of time. Yeah, that stalker. Bad micro from MaxPax. Oh my lord, MaxPax, get over there, buddy. Meanwhile, his probe's still running circles on the other side as well. So there we go. And now it regened enough shells, takes even one more shot. Probe does go down. Now there's an oracle for MaxPax. Oh. Well, he sees that there's Phoenix building, so... Oh! And Trap's already going Phoenix. What? He's going to go Twilight, right? I think. No, he goes second Stargate. They're both going double Stargate Phoenix War. But he's going to bank on this Oracle doing a whole bunch of damage. Very cute. Okay. Forces the Phoenix to stay at home. They pick off the Zealot. Wait, no. The Zealot gets chopped with 1 hit point. He's like, you need to waste another 50 energy. Not that it's the biggest deal. He's going to keep hitting that Stargate. He's trying to pull those Phoenix out of position. And it feels like Trap realizes what's up because he does. He does indeed realize what's up. The Oracle comes on in. He gets 1, only 2, only 3 kills. Very nice. The Adept, the probe there does get picked up and finally killed as well. 3 probes for an Oracle. I'd say it's not the end of the world for MaxPax, but it's definitely not ideal as he's on 1 Phoenix versus 3. And his Stalker's going to get hunted down. Now, if he recalls it instantly, he'll be fine. Does he have recall available? He does. Just got 50 energy, but maybe he didn't realize he was about to get 50 energy, so he might have just said, lost cause, it's going to die anyway. And it does go down. So, 3rd gas is up, 4th gas on the way. He's up 3 probes. No 4th gas started just yet for Trap. Of course, trailing a little on the economy, but up to Phoenix, and that could absolutely decide the game. So we'll see exactly how it goes. Phoenix here flying on over as well. Ooh, okay, we've got those Phoenix moving on in. They're going to see exactly what they can do, trying to dart around. Oh my god, MaxPax, is he actually going to win this fight? No way. Does trade 1 for 1 though, which is not too bad considering. He's got to be careful though. Pulling back in those slow zones is very awkward. Twilight Council is on the way. What? Trap's giving up on the Phoenix War. Or what? Is he going? He's going into Blink Stalkers? He doesn't want to play Mass Air versus MaxPax. Which makes sense because MaxPax is a god of Mass Air. He's really good at it. He's even going to go DT Shrine. So Trap is like, hey, you've seen 2 Stargates, right? Excuse me. Did he see the second Stargate? Wait, he canceled his second Stargate? Oh, I thought Trap went a second Stargate. Did he not? I thought they both went 2 Stargates. Maybe he cancelled it. I may be blind, guys. Sorry, I missed that one. He's going to warp in DTs. He might just get a win off MaxPax, because if MaxPax doesn't have an Oracle out, he's got no detection. No Forge, no detection, nothing like that. Now, his Probe also is not taking a third base, so MaxPax going to wall himself in right now, and I don't know why he's doing that. He's going to build a Forge and a Pilot. I think he thinks he's getting all in. Did he scout something? What? Such a weird read from MaxPax, who's going Fleet Beacon right now. He wants to go 2-base Carrier. And he's going to see Stalkers. He sees Gateways, Warp Gates going down. Okay. This is so bizarre. An Oracle and a Void Ray? Okay. So MaxPax is going to build cannons. But he's keeping it... Surely he should take this corner expand, right? Or the top middle, maybe? I know that sounds crazy, but like, honestly, he can't get a probe out of his base right now, guys. He's only got this one. He should go take the top middle, I think. He might be thinking about taking this, but he'll spot this proxy gateway. DT's warping in. He's fully walled. He's completely safe against DTs. They can't do anything. A Robo's on the way, as well as 2 Void Rays, plus 1 air weapon. So he's going like full skytoss at this moment. Whereas Trap's swapping into a normal game. He's like, I've got Blink coming in now. That's finished. I've got a Forge. I'm going to take a third base. He's going to find an annoying pylon, delaying that. It is what it is. DTs ran in. One of them got picked up by the Phoenix, so it could not run away, and it did die. That probe being a nuisance. He's going to take the gold base, having seen that one being blocked. So he will get ahead economically. Will Trap here. Oh, now I've got someone in my Twitch chat right now who's literally borderline apologized. People like me are Twitch noobs. We might be doing these mistakes, asking something 100 times. We don't have any bad intentions. Oh no, that sounded almost like an apology. Please don't, guys. It's fine. It's chill. 4 probes. It's not terrible for an Oracle. It's not really great cost for cost though. As you can see, a bit better for Trap than it is for MaxPax there. Each Oracle costing 300 resources. 4 probes only costing 200. I'm obviously, I'm tongue-in-cheek with that, guys. I'm tongue-in-cheek. I'm not there being like, you idiots. Not everyone gets to hang out in my channel at all hours of every day. It's the nature of Twitch streaming. You get asked the same thing many times. It's a meme at this point. You know, one of the small downsides of an otherwise fantastic job, getting to do video game things. I'm very lucky. Dark Templar says no, kills that probe and then backs it off. Now, you're going to need to build an observer. It's on the way right now. Charge is on the way here for Trap. Now, I always wonder in this scenario why Trap wouldn't just make a 4th base and like 80 probes. Because you've got to remember that MaxPax's position is impotent. What do I mean by impotent? So impotent, for those who don't know, is a way in English language of describing a man who cannot maintain a 3rd base. Because he feels a little bit shy, it's sticking out there, he feels a little bit judged. Let's just say if your opponent comes over, he can just this army's so immobile, right? He's got to like build cannons and batteries and just defend this one little strong area. Whereas I feel like Trap can like take a 4th while threatening, while harassing, and it's so hard for MaxPax just to survive. If you get some Zealots in on top of the Immortal, it's just about having enough Stalkers. Now, he's not quite got that number yet, but he wants to get in before the static's done. Is it going to work? Focuses down the Void Rays. His own Phoenix come in as well. I think with his own Phoenix, he does have enough, but he's not focusing the Void Rays correctly. Oh, he does just before all the batteries get up. Gets a few of those Void Rays. So 5 Void Rays go down. Does lose all of his own Phoenix. Only 6 Stalkers though. I don't think he minds losing his Phoenix, and getting rid of that damage output can be huge. He's making Archons right now, interestingly, as Trap. But yeah, I always feel like you can just like out macro, because MaxPax can't really be very mobile, and you can threaten like this without committing and get a massive economy advantage. But Trap, he's saying, yeah, that's all well and good, Pig, but you know what doesn't matter? Economy advantage. What really matters is being able to keep this army small, because if he gets enough Void Rays with Immortals, maybe a few Disruptors covering it, and then add 6 carriers, that is a death ball that is so hard to beat. And I would say to that, Trap, yeah, you know what beats all of those units though? Tempests. And if you're on 4 bases, 5th base coming up, you can pretty easily swap into Tempest. And it's just a free win versus this style because you've got more economy, more stuff, and you've got a unit that counters everything. You can add some Archons and Stalkers on the ground to deal with Void Rays if you must. You can maybe even use Psystorm if he keeps massing Void Rays. Psystorm, incredible for using defensively against Void Rays, where they try to run on top of your Tempest and your Tempest pull back and you keep storming the Voids. Same thing with Archon splash damage. Void Rays clump up a lot and that can be big. Now Trap sees everything, oh sorry, that's his own DT, sorry, Trap is red. Never mind. Extra Stargate on the way for MaxPax as he wants to go into carries. Doesn't have +2 air ready, but uh-oh, that's a big attack. Stalkers, 2 Archons coming on in. Gets rid of the shield battery. Now, he's got to focus down those Void Rays, man, but he's a little slow to actually focus fire them. It feels like the Archon Stalker tried to fight the Phoenix for a little bit there. He's now, oh, the Void Rays are not shift-clicked on the Stalkers. That could be a problem for MaxPax, who's getting overrun at the 3rd at the same time. The battery overcharge got focused down. The Immortal and the Cannon's trying to hold on to this choke point. This Hodor Immortal will fall, as will the Cannon. He doesn't have Warp In. I don't think he has Warp In. He doesn't have a Warp In because he doesn't have Warp Gate. The Phoenix Void Ray carrier trying to defend the main. MaxPax was actually up 10 probes, but now he has to evacuate his 3rd. Great force field, but ooh, not quite enough. 9 probes get right away. Only 3 or 4 probes actually going down. These Phoenix unable to kill these units in the main. Oh my god, he's got to just kill them 1 or 2 at a time. He can't be lifting everything at once. The Void Ray comes up there. With the carry, he's got to keep his 3rd base alive. If MaxPax can keep that up, then he might be okay. And, okay, the Stalkers and the Zealots coming on forwards. And, okay, the carrier there. So how many carriers? 1 carrier, 1 disruptor, 3 voids, 5 phoenix. This is still a very dicey position. Trap's even got an immortal in there. Will do great damage to that nexus. It could also kill the disruptor, but the disruptor derps its way in. Oh, it's gonna get the shot off though. It kills a few stalkers. The carrier very low. Trap does focus it down. Zealots tearing up the mineral line. Trap's just done crucial economic damage. And from what looked like a dangerous economic position, Trap now finds himself at 55 probes to 38. And this is after an attack like this, you add 10 probes in while gearing up for the next attack, and it's just game over. A DT! He warped a DT in with the prism, goes into the main, and he actually kills even more probes. 24 workers down. Now, he's down on army supply, but he's got the 3rd gold going. He's got this 4th up. I mean, Trap is just miles ahead, and it's kind of like playing against mech, where if you're playing regular Protoss, you can expand, get a bigger economy, and also dismantle them with mobility all at the same time. That's exactly what Trap is doing right here. So, and this is the problem with MaxPax style, where even when Trap just sits on 51 probes, he still finds a way to break him. Like I said, I think it's just, I think, and this is probably wrong, probably shows my level of delusion. I think I could beat MaxPax if you put me in Trap's shoes in this scenario. Just because I feel like it doesn't matter that MaxPax is 1,000 times better than me and smarter than me and smarter and bigger brain and better than me and all those things. More muscular. His brain is ripped. He's got abs on his brain. My brain is like just flaps of jelly. But despite that, I don't think he can really leverage his skill when he's turtled up on Void Ray Disruptor, other than having good positioning on his cannons and batteries and activating his prismatic alignment. I mean, there's just not that much you can really display as the turtle player. So I really feel like it's you know, it gives so much freedom to the other player to just do what they want. And that's why I do doubt a little bit the way that Trap was so aggressive. But that being said, he absolutely found the damage. I cannot deny that. So I'm going to shut up on that point, because the fact that he killed, was it 30 workers in total? 34? And now he's way up. Looks really good for him. I do still wish he had a 5th base right now. That gold's out. And I'm like, where is your 5th base? You see, he's thinking about it now. It's kind of funny to see Trap so focused on killing his opponent. This natural is way undersaturated as well. So yeah, Trap's economy, it could be so much bigger. The fact that he's still down on supply after all that damage, nah, yeah. I'm like here being critical, and I'm trying not to sound like an arrogant prick, but I'm like, no, I'm right. What I said is actually the better way to play against this than what Trap's doing. I'm confident in that, guys. I know Trap's a better player than me, and he's generally smarter and stuff, but I think I've played against enough weirdos who do this style, and I've watched enough of like Haas and a few other guys try weird turtle skytoss things that at this point I'm pretty confident you can take your Nexi at a quicker rate than Trap has and grow your mineral income faster. His natural is still not properly saturated. 2 mineral patches just not being used. He's missing a guy on gas. His 3rd is oversaturated, as is his 4th. He's finally soon hopefully going to be transferring guys up there, but he's trying to play Storm Archon Stalker. Now, This is a really cool way of dealing with skytoss because it's mostly void rays. It can work. The problem is going to be that it doesn't work against carriers. Now, if you get Guardian Shield, that's very powerful versus carriers because, of course, carriers have 2 attacks. Same with Phoenix. They actually get dicked by it as well. But, oh my god, the Void Ray. He's going to snipe. Look at this. The Phoenix are distracting the army. Goes for the Observer, but goodbye, gold base! Even though it was mostly a gas base at this point, there was still 1,500 minerals. A random disruptor, or 2 disruptors are with the army for God knows why. He's going to try and take out another one. Okay, he's got to get out of there. Oh, this is crazy. But the Stalkers blink in, and that means the Disruptor's able to land. Oh, that's a really cool move. He's got another Disruptor there, but he gets big storms on him. Watch out, the High Templar! Oh, the Disruptor not quite able to connect there. MaxPax, one of those Disruptors looked really good, though. But how many Voids did he lose? He's lost 13 Voids this game. A lot of those were earlier. I think he lost a few more there. He's still got 15. He needs Carriers against this army, though. Carriers and Disruptors to deal with the ground units would be great as well. How much Storm is left with Trap? Doesn't look like any. He's morphed them all into Archons now. He says, that's fine. We're just going to use Archons to deal with these Void Rays. And that can kind of work. The Carrier's not going to be able to deal. And there's one Carrier. Its Interceptors will just disappear. The Guardian Shield's very powerful. The Void Rays take out the Guardian Shield very effectively. Void Rays using their range quite well here, but they do drift forward. Oh, he's got to pull back. MaxPax, he's way too clumped. He's got to pull back. Yeah. That's better. You've got to utilize your range against those Archons with the Voids. He's going to try and pull back towards... There's a battery in behind the 3rd. Absolutely should heal that one up behind this, though. The Phoenix picking up probes. So he will try to get a little bit of damage, but he lost another 14 there. The gold base completely gone. MaxPax with almost double the army supply. But he's just got a crap economy. That being said, I mean, I've seen games where the army is all that matters, and the thing for Trap is that I think he's kept MaxPax on a small enough economy. He can't really afford to re-add Carriers. Carriers are probably too expensive, and that's going to be an issue, man. So right now, Storm Drop, I like that. 3 High Templar and a War Prism. These Phoenix still being absolute bags of dicks. It's finally going to catch this Gateway in the top. Very useful catch there for MaxPax. Trap, I mean, he's still running around with a pretty basic army, and I would actually, if he's going to stay ground, I'd like to see Plasma Shields. I know it sounds silly, but if you're using Archons as your main anti-Void Ray unit, which he is at the moment, that's what he's going to have to do now. He doesn't have enough anti-air to beat this army, guys. Ooh-wee. Pretty good Storm there. Does clip the Void Rays. This is a really small army for Trap. I love the way he's getting damage done with an army that's probably just worse than MaxPax's army. Nice Disruptor shot. I think it's time to just commit, but he's so worried about the Storms. That's the problem for MaxPax right now. One more Disruptor, but it's going to get focused down, I believe. And he's saving that shot. Oh, the Prism gets shot down! MaxPax snaps the Prism with a turnaround and a focus fire. The Void Rays! My god, the Void Rays are taking so much damage. Those damaged health bars looking especially silly there. Oh, good Disruptor dodge on some of the Zealots, but they do all fall. But again, the gold base goes down. That being said, does it matter if you've just thrown away even more army? Your army was already small, and remember, Trap never got to that giant economy I was talking about where he can just trade willy-nilly for days, right? His economy, he's down in supply, and he has been for so long. Trap has got to retake a base. Now, he's keeping the economy small. At this point, I would love to see Blink DT and much more backstabs from him. Even this fight here, it doesn't feel like it's efficient. Disruptors trying to defend those shots themselves, from Zealots. And the Phoenix Void Ray Carrier coming forward, the Disruptors. If he can get rid of this base, this could be a game winner. Stalker's going to have to blink on out of there. Ooh, he does empty his balls a little quickly there. And, you know, maybe a little bit of over-eagerness. Check it out, though. DTs. I said DTs. Yeah. There's 3 cannons there, but he can go for the gold base. If he could get like 6-7 DTs, he could run in and just kill some cannons and start tearing up the infrastructure and all that sort of stuff. Finds the probes as well, which means Trap's economy's back in Dicktown. And that means if you can secure this gold, it would be huge. But, of course, Trap never relenting, going in there as much as possible. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, the Disruptors just got dived on. 2 Disruptors went down. He's lost a total of 6 this game. That DT is a problem. Now, the Stalker's very mobile. I've talked a lot about how Stalkers are an amazing counter to Skytoss. As long as you don't just fight the Skytoss, but you run in, pick off units, blink away. Run in, pick off units, blink away. You just keep using your mobility. Think of the Stalkers almost like Mutalisks. You dive in, fight where their army isn't, pick off some stuff, run away. And if they split their army up, then you can dive on, you know, one carrier out in the open, kill it, run in, kill a Void Ray, blink away. Trade a Stalker for a Void Ray, that sort of thing. Now, he's going to lose at least 2 Stalkers there. Phoenix wants to maybe trap them. Yeah, grabs another one. Careful, though. Storm plus damaged Void Rays equals scary. Oh, my God! Oh, that's not good. Does blink in, but watch out for the Psystorm. Oh, he's going to just fly over the army and say, if you want a Psystorm, you're going to have to Psystorm yourself. And you know what? It actually does help MaxPax a little bit there. Even though he eats big Psystorms, he kills a lot of Stalkers. And they were very heavily bruised, as were the High Templar, by that. Oh, man. So the problem is, if you've got some Archons in front, they tank really well. So remember, way more damage, and even more so with Prismatic alignment. So it goes to, was it +6 with Prismatic? So it goes up to 18 damage a shot, and they shoot almost 3 times a second versus armored units, but it's only 8 damage. So it's less than half versus non-armored units. So if you get an Archon in front, that's an anti-air unit. It can shoot up, even though it's not a specialist at it, it can shoot up, and therefore the Void Ray says, that's equal threat to the Stalkers. I'm going to shoot those guys because they're shorter ranged and they're in front. That's what I'm talking about. Run in, shoot a Void Ray. Stalker for a Void Ray is a great trade. I don't think he even lost a Stalker that time, actually. MaxPax does kill the Observer. He's got his gold base back up. He's thinking about taking a 5th in the top left. And meanwhile, Trap retaking a fresh base. This base still pretty fresh. So he's still got decent access to resources. I mean, he's mining a lot more right now in terms of minerals. But my God, his composition is... It's really low tier, man. I feel like that the Tempests would have been the way to deal with it. Obviously, because the Void Rays are so heavy. I mean, you could just go your own Void Rays as well, or your own carriers to deal with this, since it is just, you know, almost pure Void Ray for MaxPax at this point. Few Disruptors, 1 carrier, just to kind of... I think the carrier is just there to mess up the AI as well, right? The idea of if you just have 1 or 2 carriers throwing Interceptors, if your opponent A moves, they're going to waste a lot of attacks and overkill on individual Interceptors. Not Void Rays. So it forces them to kind of focus fire, which in really big battles, you often don't want to focus fire. Because you want your units to just attack whatever's in front of them rather than wasting time running around trying to get at certain targets. You just want them to deal damage and deal it as fast as you can. Now, Trap seems to have recovered the economy. He's back up 16 workers. He's got the cannons and batteries coming down. And he's got, yet again, another Stalker Archon High Templar army. Still no sentries being replaced in these ladder fights, and I think that is making a big difference. We've got 2 Nexi on the way. My God, bottom and top middle. How the hell? Trap is a rich boy. Oh my God. Still down 20 army supply though. Oh, watch out for Storm on these minerals, dude. That's always so scary. Storm on those minerals, or he just like pops in. That's why this Observer is so important. +1 armor is on the way. Okay, we've got Nexus. Dude, Stalker's running. This is actually crazy. So, the big question is like, can you beat skytoss with Storm and Stalkers and Archons? And I was kind of saying that, like thinking we were going to see Mass Carrier. We've never made it to Mass Carrier, and Storm and Archons are amazing versus Void Rays. It's just they're kind of immobile, so you always need to have the Stalkers to actually go and do damage and say, hey, you need to come fight me. Respect this, man. Whereas Archons can't really get in on anything. They're so slow and blobby. Oh, quite a few Stalkers go down. Not a great trade. I think maybe DT ran in there. Has DT Blink been researched? It has not. Ooh, guys, we got 2 carriers, but there's 3 carriers out. 4 carriers out now. 5th one on the way. I mean, oh, and he's making... Why is he making ground... No, you should make plasma shields. It's a way better upgrade. I know Trap's pretty poor, so I get... He just wants the armor for the Stalkers, but the Archons are like the most important part of your army here. To not make shield upgrades is very silly in my opinion. I really don't like that choice. +3 air weapons starts up. That's huge for MaxPax, man. That is absolutely huge. All right, so 76 probes versus 50. We've got 3 more probes in production for MaxPax. 6 Archons moving through the north as well. Disruptors there. Okay, what do we got? Stalkers coming forward. Let's go. Oh! Okay, an Archon, a bunch of Stalkers go down, but goodbye Fleet Bacon. Uh-oh, that's some extra crispy bacon. Stalkers accidentally pathing in past the carriers and going down. He does recall a good section of Stalkers from the bottom, but oh man, these Disruptors are so good at keeping back Archons and High Templar. And this has always been the thing that I've said is you actually can beat carriers if you get Guardian Shield, Archons with +3 plasma shields and Psystorm, you can wreck carriers. But if they add Disruptors, you just can't beat it. And right now, MaxPax has the far superior composition. You know, and I've said this because I've actually won games versus Mass Carrier with Archon Storm, Sentry. It's very fun when you do it because you're going, oh, I'm using a special thing. But when you're playing a truly excellent player, it's actually the most frustrating thing to make work because they will just add some disruptors in and go, you know what's way better than your army disruptors? It's really hard to force a fight with such a blobby army. And in this case, it's mostly Stalkers. But yeah, you can see the trap. He just can't get in there, man. He's trying to make the shields now, but you need a sentry. You need Guardian Shield in every engagement. Oh, the Stalker blinking forward. Very cute. Oh! Oh my god, that one's going to go off. Yes, it does. A lot of Stalkers fall there. The carriers are going to jump on this army. MaxPax can just A-move this. Honestly, he can eat those storms. He doesn't even care. The carriers focus down the High Templar, and that is that trap. Tries to play Psystorm like a meme lord. And you know what? Some very cool engagements. He got a lot of economic damage, but I think the units lost tab in the top left tells us what we think of trying to use Stalker Archon High Templar to counter Disruptor Skytoss. Specifically, Disruptor Skytoss. GG, well played. That was an awesome game.